Chia and Yadima wa share Sisia, I will Pinax TV, your platform ye as one as well share no ye Faquia so Eddie Aquabacase, Amao Eddie Abahase. Now, many workers Sisiano in Saint Pina and I echo Ewo Ghana hasi baby na ena ACC ubeda so ibia na foforo asi yesi yeda sorena se ante asempo fra na echwese ye chiampa na bebre na aba a ehu enkomo enene yedi ewo platform we so na MP for Asen Central ayenim se enye obi ase Honorable Kennedy akompreko wo hin Agyapong ne waba be kan sembi ensema wo Kennedy ya na ye ne ye pa according to Honorable Kennedy say ne okasa no otena sidi no compare Ghana to other countries aya na ye ne ye se oye Ghana ni na ye ne ye enso ma nuanom foforo asebe omo de omo manom mpo entimi yanko school abrochire baby na Honorable Kennedy ka say mijidi ye se obi say den no pa kire o ka say according to Honorable Kennedy or compare Ghana ye labor system to US pa utimu say difference demu no efiti ha ekoka ha etire wapapa ekwan ye demu so na ansa na ebetimi aka sie atwa kwa koduru sa kwan ne pa de na Ghana ya bre Honorable Kennedy enti de enti ya Ghana ha say university ti se nwemo wo legom omo UPSC KNUST various university wo Ghana ha obeko school 4 years no wawie na ehu se o nipa okoi asomesi anaso benti okoi he is a graduate and as she is a graduate nanso oye graduate no ade a ya ne say juma ye free ne juma onye bi nye obi be wie school wo Ghana ha say obe nantia chie enfie mienu miense nan edukura na se nyame anka ho a ejuma ye free ne juma onye bi je ba o compare US a obi betimi ewie school before crowd baba wie school no na ejuma da hall train kra modern mba aye fatu according to Honorable Kennedy Japan no ne baba ya ba ko nya wie school je se otimi owie school no Saturday Tuesday na ejuma da hall train na ade aye ne ya because Ghana ha say obi wo ha ne ba wo ha say onko abrochire obesi den enye ejuma na ye hwensem a Honorable Kennedy Kenya o pa chire ma Ghana ye labor system any US for labor system no nsusu ye ewum wo mu pade enya asekutu asuma tete no
mefa akonya we so na me den shakese akoma etifo nyina monya bra mo hwe those people who are watching us live from all over the globe. We want to say a very big welcome to Matters Arising. Now what can Agyapong is saying, you know, basically, you know, same things and I some kind he says he feels guilty.
Yeah.
He says he feels guilty.
Or say or feeling guilty ampa na ebusuafo me be say men kan we ensem a Honorable Kennedy ekaye me quoting ensem ni bi okan say I don't understand that a Ghanaian complete university and would not get a job. Meanwhile, my daughter graduated in America on Saturday and get a job by Tuesday. I feel so guilty about this. I feel so guilty, so we should come together and change the system. Into no part of and someone Honorable Kennedy can ya guilty no say or no as MP no or feeling guilty. It means on one say what you want on your.
That is a very, very big honor, a very big question, and a very good submission, and a fact too. Yeah, in Kasa Kini Japan ain't Jumeyi, but what we can say is that he's guilty, and we see, say, finally, you know, people like him are coming back to know, say, no, they owe an allegiance to Ghana. They be unemployment. Before then, yesterday, I said something right here on this particular platform. Say, the agitation of the youth currently in Ghana, no, and no, now currently. This year, the number one cause of death and the number one problem here in Ghana, and yet employment too. And now saying bia how economy is, and now even water or electricity. The number one problem is security issues. Because of one near Jumoni say or fate to na obora is legona or the talk with you biswa or ben you be 10,000 cities. Look at the robberies which goes on in Ghana. Recently, you guys you were attacked at your studio. I'm robbing semia na ekoso. It tells you say a bora babya. And it tells you say the number one issue and the root cause of all of this is employment, is jobs. Because at the end of the day, currently articles will be trend opako social media and go nebo graduate washing cars. See open the number one jobs are omo wie Legon.
Yeah.
Omo wie KNUST, omo wie UPS. Various other institutions, the polytechnics and other core. Ejuma mo ye washing bay and the wash cars. Enye nyina na yebetime wie school acquire doctors because doctors have a ready employment. Enye nyina na yebetime wie school acquire nurse has a ready employment. Enye nyina na yebetime wie school acquire teachers because teaching has a ready employment. But those of us yen call that sector no we other courses we just want simple work to do. What about us? Eduma na wo honan kasa na ye be fa ono so no protocol so you want to work free. I am come so the youth are lazy. I know many youth who actually have gone to companies, these public companies and private companies, telling them I want to work for free. The person telling you say he wants to work for free, but say or say they are willing. Okay, come and work for free. Or the 1 month, 2 months. People are working in some companies for the past 10 years in Tuamoka. Even this media circles. Adum TV, Despite Media, Angel, 70% of the workers there, they are not paying them. The people there, yes, I'm talking. That's why you see, say Kasane Abia, we use use Obifana, a different agency. Now Kase Abia, we are using it to do analysis. Obeka say, hey, you guys are being biased. So let us use our own media circles. I'm telling you, say Angel. I'm telling you, say multimedia. I'm telling you, say Despite Media. I'm telling you, say Media General. 70% of the workers there, they are not paying them. Ask me why. Let me tell you. Because omuviye school now, omuviye multimedia school, GI Jene, Legonia, they are not mukwa. They go there for internship because ukwana also for employment. People are already working there for 10 years. Omunya promotion. So the best way for you to enter the job sector is to go for internship. Internship is also an ukradi on TV because what if you cry say, oh sorry, I won't quit. Now go back na temdi no ebe dos. Go back na unye scan so. So they will go in order to say, okay, wow sir, me page my phone. Let me be an intern here to learn something and add it to my CV. And trust me, the people who are good at these various media stations are into Omoka's internship. They are the people who are doing most of the work. Because omunya workers, they want to prove to the station, say, take me. The internships are good. You see them early in the morning. You see them early in the morning. They go to parliament. You see them say this interns or these kind of media stations near the Adeno. You see someone be Juma and Temkra. Then the boss is calling them instead of the permanent workers I have for. And almost some of them they don't have money to come, but they go and borrow money and come to work. And they've been working there for the past 6 months. Oh, your background, I send your mobile. You need to sleep with these people. Some of these people, the bosses of any company in retrospect, but any company who calls an intern, they will tell you, say, for us to keep you, we need to sleep with you. Oh, also near a farm for us workers. All of these people are a protocol. I'm using media circles as an example. Men are make catch-up. So Despite Media, multimedia, I think most of them, because people go there and flag their interns. Sefa can finish show instead be hosting. What am I say? Odia and can sorry say be hosting. The people are there. Into each and every day be are interns now na eba. Almost within this year 100 interns about next year. So there's no need for them to take new people. And that tells you, say, the system itself, no, it's many hope.
Okay, and on this media side, a yamba public sector, no, send your honorable Kennedy, Ubia Collegon, Ubia teacher training, teachers for no crab, bring any money in the training, be baby, you in Yabin, your children crab pocket to Yanimba. Intino, Omoka say, a Juma anyone, no, is it? Necessarily say government and provide the jobs to know. That's why yes. You see, let me even branch off and go to the question that you asked. You see, and I make a choice. Say, the first thing that they will say is, I don't know what you want to create something for yourself. Yeah, cause somebody should create something for themselves. Yes, also you know creative BBO. Let me tell you something about startup business. Me a startup business be my bear 10 enough fairly and send about pesa CD. Whenever you want to enter into a business, the probability of you failing is 90%. And the probability of your business not surviving for the next 5 years is 80%. It tells you, say, you need people with balls and certain kind of energy and money and backup and spirit to go and say, me team ejuma. Ejuma na ewo ho kra man for wo ska omo bie kra no omo po omo bre na wo.
So we don't have that thing there. Uniska, obu ideas, uniska, unibuafo. How do you project those ideas? Imagine say bia obi try or see Pinax, I like the way you guys do your work. The person has ideas. The person can become the next CNN. But anyway, just one camera, just one microphone,
laptop.
What am I say? If you take all of these, is the data that people buy, the transmission and the workers. Pinax and workers is over 20. People don't know. They think they see one person. That is over 20 people for just this small block. How much more beautiful now? Jane say, I want to bring something like this. It's okay, 20 workers, because you alone cannot be a camera guy, cannot be a technician. We need studios, studios. We have graduates there. Maybe university. How are you going to pay these people? Some of them will be willing to work for free, but the question is, how would they eat and survive? So you see so you see the ability is there and the body is willing. No, the soul is willing, but the body is weak. It's now why won't you create then what avenues or what implementations have you put in place to let the youth say okay, mommy, Sanka here come media kusini be organization be idea. You present your idea. Okwani ama 1,000 citizens fine. These things they will tell you is there. It's only for politicians. It's protocols. And now what do idea call ye shame papa na obi big man be at their business. That tells you say so we've not created any avenue. Any avenue, this avenue will help the youth. So let's scrap that thing from say page man. They have to create the jobs. The president promised us obey one district, one factory. You've seen pictures, he's trying, but at the end of the day, it's not enough. It's up to the constituency MPs for them to do something. What are they doing? What am I saying? We have big men, and then Kwame despite Owoska, he is employed over 1,000 people. But the question is, can he employ 1 million people? Because the working labor in Ghana currently is around 15 million. Maybe about 15 million. Despite us employed 1,000 people. What will you do? Can Japan to us employ about 3,000 to 5,000 people? What about the other people? Can Japan employ many people? No one also guilty. And the more employ that is it. So it goes down a whole long way. Say for this country to be on a platform and I said to be on a level with US, Canada, and co. The number one thing we need to talk about is job security. Because job security, we school no ba benye ejuma. And yes, our boys neba. Obano betini fina combating no dia. They are combating the odbe ra sakawom. They are combating the odikoya galamsi. They are combating the odikwa kuwiade. That the patience in them into faith or shiwi in sa. Nibufu sana or Ralphina na or the day it only give me your money. And these are some of these things. Make us say the armed robbery cases near the fault of MPs now, but more actions and their inability to rule the nation cause all of these things. They don't make it eco-friendly, business friendly. And factors. All we see in this country is people building houses, people buying cars. People are not creating jobs.
Properties
people are not creating jobs. Obi Toka Ghana has seen a 1.2 million Mercedes Benz. I'm not saying don't buy a car, I'll bring your car, no problem. But that money, just take 300,000 from that money. Ebeka 900,000 a year. Your friend is saying dollars. $900,000. If I could talk car, $400,000 now car. Go to radio station, open an initiative, tell people say you are giving people 2,000 cedis each for them to start their business. Out of the 5,000 people who will come and take your money, 1,000 will succeed and now 500 will succeed. When the 500 succeed, you know what will happen? They will employ other people. That is what we sometimes refer to a tree and an income tree. We don't do these things. And now Parliament we need to give them allowance. We need to give them bonuses. Or move V8 and say the youth. You see, when we're complaining about youth no move uprising. Now Omuka say hey. You see the way now the way Omu to MPs no. Omko to no Omabomutu. After the more MPs Omako pay police for what's about the ordinary Ghanaian or Tiho. That one thing. You see, before I end it, call circle. Ghana. Now you see sometimes when you're saying these things, I'm out for feel say hey, me makokrum eni mepa na I am teaching Obagana if you are breaching bagana try as much as possible and go to circle fa mame dok no run about so e wo Accra ho nya hwa ade go to places Roma even La Paz go to you see people sleeping outside hey
overhead na say
hey I'm out for brew this is Accra I'm out for bread there's no job and even what to ade no kra na yento but you know what can we do
but still a comedy it's no nice no any near kind na you be feel so at once with the next topic and as a matter and also rise pa manfo kan wa se manfo edi hu nkomo enye obi ase baby jet asamuejan the only black star player wetimi has scored 51 goals in Ghana history. Asamuejan is the only black star player all time o leading goals and I said the leading scorer ono na yenim se mrebi etwemu no watwe ne ho every black stars ho kakra ama he say local team simu baako na all born dia na Confederation of African Football man invite mu na Asamoah Beka se oti o man we mu Ghana fon fa na nya hwe fa na nya se biebi ne de na yeta ono na ye ka Ghana bakose mu a wahye goals wa score bebre e de ma Ghana na so Ghana fo mbu no na so outside Ghana ya recognize no amafo bu no ye ma mu de sa yenim sasa waka na kwa kosi se wo mu se ye mu ne de na ho odin akofom de ne ma nko yie de na so sa akwanya ba so won san so nko black stars a on opportunity o mu so no ana aba o se won resign ye on retire from football na ho odin na eheda NCP ensita ba ne ma kokọ yie ma na obesan so de nya beta nko yie ama ne de a na se mre ne ba no ka so ntimi mbobo bi ma well obe announce ya chwe Ghana for na Ghana for ye hu say but ne nyina mu no e was Ghana for ye appreciate ye ankasa ye de nipa ye ade a o say ye ye mbo na ba so ye ankasa o Asamoah ye de o mu say wo say penalties bebre de na nso wa ye ade wa bo Ghana na nso Ghana for mumbu mumfa na enye hwe munhu mposo wa ha ye twenya ma baby jet Asamoah wato ansa na ye baby bia mana ye bia na return sama Asamoah king Ghana for mfa na enye hwe ye mfa na enye hwe but outside Ghana there.
Yes, what he's saying is very true. And can you say a prophet is never appreciated in his or her own town. Last time you have say any news biaba the biggest transfer in history. Correct me, football lovers are maybe this will not be the biggest transfer, but almost the biggest transfer in history. Messi's move from Barcelona to PSG. Now the money alone they are paying the guys over 1 million euros or so dollars a month, together with other business binya like advertisement deals brand endorsement and I was saying Messi or started ball the that day on retirement. So I was interested and I'm just checking Nipani age right here. I want you to go online and give me Messi's age. I'm giving you a tax right now. Oh yeah, then I'll tell you the age of Asamoah. You see, Ghana for you don't know the significance of things. Obi Kosra, the here and said PH pull him down, and that is exactly what we do. Tell us Messi's age.
Gogo, according to Gogo, Messi, was 34 years.
Good. Down check for Asamoah. You see, we as a people don't like pulling ourselves up. We as a people don't like pulling ourselves up. And when we say black stars, there's been a whole lot of conspiracy theories. Asamoah or you greedy near the but right now as a nation, we should be thinking about two things. You see, Zinedine Zidane. Zinedine Zidane. If I don't get the name right, he was a footballer. What has he become now? He's now the coach of what? One of the biggest teams. Real Madrid is one of the biggest teams. A coach. So right now, Asamoah at his peak only 40 years.
He's 35,
as 1 year difference. Meanwhile, people are in Ghana here. People are in Ghana here hailing Messi and leaving Asamoah. By now, Asamoah should have one of the biggest team. But Okonya ene de na onya enjipe ni enyaje. Ono no. Now, waba ede Asamoah is one of the people ama Ghana Premier League ajidin because of team no akọ join. What am I say?
I say
good. Like it is here no Parker. Yes. It is here no Parker. You feel good. Asamoah Gyan is one of the people that we should be grateful for. Now that this guy has come and is putting the energy and things, I was see a shame in you. Fine, he's been in the Black Stars for one. But trust me, by 38 years and now in 3 years' time, or no one be retired from football. It's adding to now so per se or a fit. Why won't we add him? And yes, can maybe he been there and the expertise of beating their and trust me, if Messi is at PSG at the age of 34 years, as you see, and he say Messi no Baba wonders PSG, it tells us Asamoah Gyan still has something. But you see, and when you and Asamoah Gyan accept penalty, and in some phone in some Jimmy Sane to Chrome higher ye. Into both and Nipa no be no. Osha Ghana Bwana Pabam Oko. We did the same thing to Michael Essien. Michael Essien only baby or show your coach. Abuchi, go and check the status of Michael Essien and tell your people. Michael Essien we and Sango beat Maba Accra Great Olympics. Saka Sulo Minta you cannot show back Otoko, but you see they won't come. It's no Michael Essien share no see they be. The mede be ye meba Ghana be didi matem die. Mede be kwa Abuchi makote small team. Na ma start at the Essien is now a coach. Check. Michael Essien is my team. Essien is coaching. So we the people ourselves, we don't support ourselves. That is why more times BBC the guy says he wants to return. Now, and politics and politics.
Ghana Black Star coach Papa Siki Akono. And so I can say he's always welcome. Onu Asamoah Gyan nim ekwan obefa so the benta Black Stars obi ensi ni kwan ti.
Yes, obi ensi ni kwan. You can't go and tell the coach for him to make his final selection. What I say, Sani eti asisata na your former coach Mrefinidin, your former coach ana odi mpokogu ye ni ma sport ana frefre pastor say ye bom pa ma na ye catch ni say Asamoah Gyan no ni hunhun ye feel say the Mrefinidin mo fan to ye ma those watching us give us the former coach of Black Stars. He didn't pick him. Asamoah Gyan made it known. Still Mintai put your bar out Ebeka said he wants to be part. Yes, you Ombuadie, sir, that we are losing talent. But these guys, no, a time will come, they'll retire. So why won't we give them the platform? If now, your krana or mobile with technical supervision, we are not doing it.
Okay, so, but you almost say, you can't Ghana, I appreciate your own, and you heard Asamoah Gyan. You say, we Black Star 2019.
Obi Amaye, I think somebody has given us the name of the former Black Stars coach.
Former Black Stars coach.
That is for Mr. Kwesi Appiah.
Kwesi Appiah. Yes. So am I a rain so enfin so say Asamoah Gyan Beka ya maybe I twemu ye dey captain's bank come the day ayu na the bufu is so on bobo no. See another down Kufuor the president to Afre na Asamoah Gyan e kobobo. That was the last we your year 2019 one farm obo. You
see, let me clarify this. I'm not being a foolish person. I'm not being biased. All that I'm trying to say is that in every organization there's rivalry. Become rivalry say uncle for ana womo yet what top and womo bomb home no obi aped the bigger position either to be the captain or something. At that time, now the day you felt say he is also passed through all the ranks, so he deserves the captain band. Asamoah Gyan also felt say he also has the experience because he came from the likes of Stephen Appiah Omukuta captains band into also do no so he wants to enjoy at least for a certain point in time. But the question here was the transition. How would you feel say Munyina no and now you're boss of a particular camp and now you're boss our Pinax now sorry one day obey Jumana work at yes or no your boss now they didn't tell you anything. It's not about you not being the boss again. It's about how they relay the information and the formal transition of power. Oh man, yeah, that was what made him angry. All time the day are you agitating? Or no, Asamoah Gyan, how much can he eat? How much can he spend? But they be and we do things to suit our own narrative.
Okay, so I was here for your comments be from YouTube. Nancy, Adomako say get your fact will. Prince Bafo Asamoah, I'm enjoying your show. And Kwabena Junior say, Chai, Kwabena Hana the Obebo Abaso. Prince Bafo say, Kennedy the Asem Beba. Enoch Adai, good job. Prince Bafo signs someone is paid 300 Ghana a month in this modern Ghana. And as Stefa Bonsucha say, other employment. Prince Bafo say, nice topic. And Obama say, low poor man advising crook rich men. And Christian and Hiaba say, time will tell. We say Ghana. Prince Bafo say, Ghanaians don't appreciate our players. And no cre say abi ye be appreciate you mo ya appreciate you ma ne to ji anji se mre no so na say edru ha so na asamoja issue no be free so na ya to us with the next one na former president John Dramani Mahama ye nyina ye nim se na nsemu okọ thank you to ene eja okọ ha na wakoka we okọ ha na wakoka we nsemu de bebre na no okọ kan na former president John Dramani Mahama area batum nyina ne say ye nim se the new patriotic party NPP for enso de o ma fa to mo so say on be break the 8 akwenya bia on be fa so a eye 8 years e da ho a na se Ghana for de nyina nim so political party bia wa babet na Ghana kunya no so kwacha ni 8 years e wo se woko after yenya independence e wo se woko and say after democracy e ba ye no after 8 years e wo se ye to so aba efi ho na ye ma new government eba enti no e ade NPP for air campaign for 8 we are breaking the 8 we are breaking the 8 anya some to ene kwaya tell so ma show mo national delegate no asia over 275 constituencies no e sha say akoso na former president in an interview ne to okoye mu no dey say bi to according to no NPP for break the 8 sabe omudi tuetua Ghana for yaso omuma yenda de bi ebefe bia we are breaking the 8 no enye hwintia enye say bia NPP 4% ye nsan so nto aba ma 4 years bia na bia emma ye 12 years na empo omofamba ye empo to juma bi omofamba bia schools bi enfa njuma bi mbra na say omomfa bibi papa embre Ghana for adenti eno okasa according to former president John Dramani Mahama break the 8 no NPP 4 epe send ye be ya boni a 8 years ya omenyen omedi anda na na adodan kokufado ne government no ombetimi akata so corruption akoso anda na adodan kokufado ne watch ombe kata so na sabe sika na omunyina pese omode beko no omode akonti break the 8 no enye hwe no omode ba beye na yen nyina yenim se Ghana de ekoto aba ye to aba manipa say bia ne promise or promise yen ene yegina so ato aba ma no to obi ka so obi a me de mutuma me a memesi schools na ya to ama no mutuma me a mema ejuma ba na ya to ama na so ye hye Ghana ha promise na na ado de promise yen a ye hu into youth ni buafu enso mo se ye san so mama wakwenya foforo entina so biem bu break 8 no just to cover more corruption deals my year Ghana na enso 2024 mo ye den ya NDC betumade so obetumade so na ye papa John Dramani Mahama wa ba be bumu nyina pepepe niema am wose ni nyina mobile account e de ama the next governor na so there is a someone former president John Dramani Mahama e de atuja NPP for break the 8 no sene omo kana ye hu no ne ohirema enya sa
I'm very disappointed in John Dramani Mahama. Let me tell you something. One time bina me share race and I think say one of the greatest runners in history before Usain Bolt na documentary I think 90 often BBB either Lewis Hamilton or one of these oil runner we need the sports teacher can put the name there. He was one of the fastest runners way back in the early 90s and the late 90s. Now he lost at the point that he lost the race completely. So the best 7 and 8. How come the fastest man became the slowest man in the Olympics? Ena afedi ye ni interview. Echi kra na omo ye no documentary after 10 years assembly no. And ye ni documentary to actually celebrate him. And he says at that moment no he fell from grace to grass. What was going through his head and what did he think caused it? Or see the biggest mistake he did was looking at the opponent whilst they were running. And I'm saying how? Oh no, say this is it. Or see anytime be a races piano, you need to look in front. But anytime be a show opponents no. So show opponents no apano why Jane said you are far ahead. So in your body and your system no, you become sort of relaxed. 2 so show opponents no na or wapa kakra na wabembe buka se debi ene ma menka me ho what man say and that alone e better spirit so e ma hwe ne ye kra na ade na hwe a opese hwe nkran no e bebu wabem and e better home so so I went to analyze the problem and the whole speech myself and I realized it's true. You see, even when horses are racing e dey be a short omuti and they kind of hold them in a certain position. Omun shed the obey because shed your obey it does accident BC, and that's what exactly what Mahama is doing. Mahama right now should focus if indeed because up to now NDC for we don't know. And they don't know. Me say sorry if I use that say we don't know. But NDC for they don't know if Mahama is coming back
or not.
You've not even cemented your comeback. You've not even told these people. Ultimately, say if you will not come back right now, no, and what say NDC for should know. Then they put people like Joshua Alabi, start grooming them for 2024. But this is the case. If not told people anything, they be a speech niema. After the somehow they be to and say NPP for no. The likelihood of they coming to power 2024 is because they want to aid corruption. How can you say this? Which means you're not confident in 2024 about winning. Saying say break the 8 no say me baswa and ebe baso no, which means NPP4 ebe continue corruption, which means when we say the biggest threat enye Akufo-Addo, the biggest threat Baumia.
Okay.
He himself, he is not he doesn't believe in himself, and that is the biggest thing right now. What Mahama should do, I don't know if he has a cancer. You see, as Otumfuo said to KMBB before the 2020 elections, Mahama FST no can't be or say or not the onimse political parties no musu any mobile pe, but he believes they have some that they can help Ghana. But Mahama no we lose no person catch and say onko no tenase onfa pen and paper only meet and onfa people council of elders NDC. They should ask themselves dear no mu ya Ghana for etutiano way back in 2012, way back in 2016. That was what Asante mindset. Just this ended election, now Mahama ne turn. Or see, they need to look at those things and improvise on it. Say what on watch or crown now you talk. Now all of a sudden you need to ask yourself, first 2-3 days if you say be a enye. By the end of the day, we say obia on so be a similar joint top on no client on the see a ton there. So the question has to do is na me ye nipa ne duane ye the same na ana say baby am wono me ben gota ho ana say bia say na me workers need treaty customers. You need to start working on it. Now starting working on it along the way, you trying to find out the problems, no, you will end up finding the solution and you get back into power. Mahama, all the mistakes he did, from doing so, from handling of the economy, from a whole lot of things, mess, corruption scandals, no, up to now, you've not had a clear preview. And I've not had a clear outline. Say, oh, Banuba baby be different. When I'm walking in town and I speak to people, say, Mama, would he come back? Or say, Mahama, but I say, oh, only Mahama need problem, but only the Mahama baby differently. That is the perception Ghanaians have about you. So the question is, oh, Banedia now baby, it's not the attacking game. NPP for they've come to prove whatever they've come to prove. At the end of the day, 2024, Ghanaians will judge them. Okay. Until right now, you are in the bigger position because you see, the optics are in your favor. Who need power? And Rebecca say, "Hey, Mahama, say anything." Earthquake secret, Rebecca say NPP. So you have to leverage.
If you basa krama for say say and the Akufo-Addo, the government, and Messi, if you basa PSG.
Yes, what am I say? So by this time, Mahama should be looking at these things. Say, what can I do? What can I do to get back in shape? But you making these statements, your friend is say Akufo-Addo, I say they be playing attacking things, no, Nana Mbwa. By now you should be bringing out something, improvising on the mistakes he did. Because Ghana for in our head, no, I don't see a short memory. See, new this generation, we don't have short memory. All that he did, or show my nipa fame. Hey, that time, no, I knew people and I knew a certain company during Mahama's doing short time. They lay off 1,000 workers. People were crying going home. I'll never forget that thing. It's been like how many years? 8 years now. I'll never ever forget that thing. That is the scar Mahama's government have put into my brain. Say into NPP4 and they cry now. You don't feel like giving him a chance. So he needs to come out and tell Ghanaians and say 8 years now and now years now you buy now move out. We are bringing this into power.
But that
is what I'm saying. Say and he, if NDC should lose in 2024, we should blame Mahama. Because right now, no, in the next 2 years or so, I think 2023, elections be president, definitely Obeka stand there. Ghana phone him say you can't just get up one day and say president. It will take years for Ghanaians to recognize you because Ghana we look at popularity. popularity into your vote with Joshua Alabi. Joshua Alabi, Baumia, meaning Baumia. But Joshua Alabi, who not own anything.
Okay.
Your better campaign, he said, then, but he can't just come and grab the seats like that. It will take time. That is why the current president, he went 3 times before he won. The Mahama is not giving us anything new. Attacking Kwan and then no attack, a channel attack.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we don't see anything which is coming out from these things. Menoka so yeah, thank you, Tor. Thank you, Tor. He should be bringing, he should tell Ghanaians, say, see, I'm more breme, bam, baby, A, B, C, D. He's not doing them.
Okay.
He is not doing them.
Ojo Matthew said, from President John Mahama, forget 2024. Former President John Dramani Mahama, forget 2024. JK Wushua TV say, God will fight for this nation. Nyame di otimi beko mo mayida. Say yanka sayanko anfama ye ho nyame minjindi say obeko e de mai ho na former president yenim say okotoyi na na wo ka say yenim so no obeba 2024 na senyo no ba like o hye anamon a wo tu no na senya to ya wo koya print baby njira say papa yi ono an beba 2024.
Well, right now no, the game that he's playing is that he wants to test the waters and see. Trust me. See, I'm Ghana for both. I know NPP people who are saying say and they will like Mahama to come back. But you see, this is time on Mokasa if they do elections so Mahama needs to capitalize on this thing and tell Ghanaians BBC in the koso kwesi atamone kwame ujimo said then to say koso no BBC no they sang that song because of NDC. Let them know say BBC when NDC comes into power. Okay. Let them know say mobile and infrastructure pen and babe. You guys are come to do something different. You guys are come to work on the. Let me tell you, me share Mahama speech in the life I don't see anything that he says new. Oba no say when we came we built e-blocks, when we came we built the roads. It's not about what you came to do. I know said those things are your CV. But basically, what you need to do right now is to tell Ghanaians what you are coming to do. Okay. It's like your friend is saying who date Oba. Now Oba now who date that period of dating onye she no catch or say on wire Oba be ye onye because that time I only need dating that is the time I no so be chow say me CV me sune me buy me and na wo be man be gina so akoni fi akokasa ko wire na oba wire na wire. So Mahama needs to come back hard. But if he keeps looking at other people being afraid of Baumia, thinking and not believing himself, definitely we'll be here and Baumia will be president. He will be president.
Obisa NPP ni pa. Obisa we
NPP ni. Me ye Ghana ni. Me ye Ghana ni.
Katia former president Dodo. Hey, I'm on for cancer. Kofi also say, I like you people, pa. Perez or Hinebe Asante, Asem Beba Debi. Akudi say Mahama wants to come back to avoid being held responsible for the Airbus scandal. And I also Kofi say, please, sister, what's your name? I didn't hear. Here we are with the betu jama. Why? I na. Yeah, the ID handling in our account. Wait me akwa follow honum. And so you be free so. Me at also with the next one ba. Yenim say special prosecutor. Wo sisia enyo bia se papa kisi Agyapong yes no na ye as the new special prosecutor emma na say who se logo foforo aba just like that na twem foforo aba na ye papa Martin Amidu entini ambe no mebre na expect say this current special prosecutor papa kisi Agyapong obetimi aye empo emro call parliament na ye toto na no ne ahwese wo se fata say ye fa position ni man na say that office emma no and oka say ono oba no ono kisi Agyapong anya do betimi ababetu corruption ase because corruption sha ase e Ghana enye ya pen we so na corruption sha ase ntino enya ade obetimi etu corruption ase simple na emomu no obetimi ate corruption so na what be ya ho ya yenim so no na ye special prosecutor ne asudie bebre na da no so nipa bebre na expect say obeye niema Kwame A+ eye Ghana ni abrantie na kobonyo we say di wejai MNA social media bibia wo ka bia fa hu ni pa wo ye ohu sade a wo ye ne nkoyi a obeka oko Facebook na wafa logo ananse ye dia ma special prosecutor na say ya fa na wo dey nsem bia to na according to A+ logo no ma change ne de sebe fa shemba special prosecutor office logo no Canadian no master stand the new one we yaba because the new one ba no fa change bia ba Ghana fa sesa bia ba Ghana economy mu fa sesa ba Ghana your infrastructure mu fa sesa ba your health mu just say fa sesa ba your education mu na mu ye papa eye kisi ejabe so so ye bema sabe oye bema na he have the boss on investigating a yes panic vein vaccine I cost your papa Jima menu any shake no yes parliament approve and of course in sign and saying crash shake no I refund this kind back to Ghana your account mu or your bema enough uncle investigations about that deal e ho na yen Ghana for yen never boy and sem dem say ampa we a special prosecutor now dey say wonya bias o dey wonya to say bia ba ko na wetwe mu kono ni abon sem ma no so your bema pa uncle ye no otimi ya sa de na ebe bon mama but onim say no kisi ejabi onye adenti na A+ ka A+ kisi ejabi enye because or try or make attempt so be a year investigation about Spanish vein vaccine na NPP for adebeche no near the letter abeto enya no be resign new adebeche no near the letter abeto ni office na nim say eye ejuma ne yan ye fa wo jai na kwatene fie nti opa kire ma waba enso ejuma efe na ejuma papa ni ntimi nye nana we a tax pan A+ the ama special prosecutor.
What A+ is saying is the bitter truth. If you look at the circumstances that led to Martin Amidu, that's the former special prosecutor, leaving office, the thoughts he said what A+ is doing, you know, for the current president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, for him to, if anything, renew his name, and now for him to have that mantra said the guy and the man does not like corruption, he needs to take these steps. Yohana special prosecutor, he just came out with a letter not the bar first or say the president is not allowing him, giving him the needed logistics. Baby also share document a deal, no, the origins of it, any other matters arising. They are not giving him that thing. According to your power, say ko investigate a murder and a homicide. It was Spinters. If he was Spinters, almost you couldn't be want to call investigate. Why are lead you and why your power as special lead investigator? You see a man review. How are you going to conduct your investigation? You need to go there and find the lead to the crime. If you have evidence. If you see something that people are not paying attention. If you feel cry, you know say there's a hidden camera. You need that footage. But according to special prosecutor, the former special prosecutor, or see when he requested for all of these logistics, NPP4, including the president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, they refused him. And at the point in time, they threatened him, say, if you go further, we'll sack you. And I say, me, Jumana me buy, and even though me NDC, and I came in the interest of Ghanaians. You brought me in because you saw something in me. It is me investigating, not corrupt deal la mo ye. Me who am person me investigate me expose mo no if say na mba any dia ene me ameko me am dem in the penny for say crodos you be yakọ also obeko and on the resignation letter back between you can no person obekasa but president Beka say no there he didn't stop special prosecutor from doing his job no and on Sunday passage be break ya can or Pinax TV so say ya call back but currently you know that Agyapong deal and all of those corruption allegations, no, it is still pending. Trust me, if Mahama should come to power or NDC should come to power, they'll go and investigate because the same thing. If NPP2 is in opposition, somebody will investigate it. That is why we are seeing the Saglami rural building scandal. You see, or your mom muska 200 million say or munkoye building project at the end of the day. Collins Dauda scanner, your demand say 200 million. He even went to reduce the money. Sign a different document and at the end of the day, scan out is so by 180. It's how that 20 million fine and then NPP came to more investigate. But as I that person about your friend is saying that NDC it's about this administration. The current thing which have come to add up to the Agyapong deal is about this corruption scandal, the Sputnik V vaccine. Hey, you and also coronavirus health minister Peter McMahon or whatever it is. And I will say because of how the things is happening in Ghana, no, and the coronavirus, the virus near the we need vaccines. It no say they be call parliament. Na parliament that time ne kra no ye break your money, ye dissolve omo because of coronavirus fears no. Ye ntimi nkotena ho nye debate ni ade ade. Enu nti no ye nko procure vaccine no. Say parliament omo return ya. Ne a chom say we ni ye ntimi hwehwe. Ena mo amudi kan ko sensan musika. Vaccine na baako eye $10. Say $9. Ghana your health minister ni minister mo koyo so mo to vaccine na baako ye $20. Do you know who it took for them to for them to tell us this? It took a Norwegian journalist. It took a Norwegian journalist. Intaka Norwegian journalist amba meka say Ghana for
mo boka
because vaccine na ye turn on world market $9 no o ma be to $20. Bibi e wo ho. Bibi e wo ho. E true ana esum se bibim. There's something omo de ntoma kata de so ansa na air buy out ansa na a local journalist ekofa after the buy no mo see in that time they were bidding into each gram say they buy $10 no problem $10 na mo say they buy no mo ko procure over 300,000 and 200,000 vaccine e mu 30,000 pen buy that kind of way it's been over months since January emba isi kan so a itua first half emba eno na Ghana for bufu ye say you guys need to refund
and
the money. And so now what saw letter Ahoka saying you were dealing with a sheikh. The sheikh now you guys were dealing with no sheikh no matter track man say 200,000 vaccines now can money found by on face scanning bra. This is bad. See baby I go be resign quick. It's if for until 7 no any Sputnik V vaccine who do you think it's fair? Muti UK, muti abroad, be say let me tell you something. Oko New Yorker, even US, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, or no, so yet the ding po na he had a presidential ambition. Ni AIDS, one hono, the expose be by no muka se papa no, oni omu ye juma, omoni papa ni na papa ni esumu, papa ni kisi omo. Papa no kwa de so no de Italy ni na wa ba America into no de oil friendly into who ultimate feel say na African so for here or say he did it without any intention because our here wo ba by the end of the day no or catch state attorney ni so munya investigation na or no or a guilty they need to take him on munya investigation about how say he's guilty of some of the charges we jai ejuma no Ghana ni watching the crown or say this is my first time in Nebia why won't he resign? People or resign here. You be say, hey, the man is a and now bit man aka said. A friend is say, among your investigation, and they need to make it public. Sana, Attorney General, sorry, Chief Justice, Diana Ba, Meno Kase breaking news. I bet see a part to say, as a petition on the command, who for this on share some 5 million bribe scandal. Among the findings, no, I command the president was have to open it in and say, prima facie involved or not? Because prima facie, and I'm a part to say, was there an intention to commit a crime? If at the end of the day there was a prima facie, they need to sack the Chief Justice. We need to do the same thing to this man. And this special prosecutor, Kisie Japan, who happens to be Anas, the boss. And yeah, Anas boss because he taught Anas in school. For us to know, say Kisie Japan, Anas blood, the Anas effect is in his DNA. He needs to start investigating it and make it public. Say the first job I'm in Ghana for by popular demand. Almost Sputnik V vaccine scandal. They investigate. Who investigate? He needs to make the findings public. Man, if I'm command president, my Kataso say, yeah, radio the baby by. He needs to make it public inquiry live on TV. Until then, Papa will be a showbiz.
Okay, into no a
showbiz. A showbiz. Or be general and yes, can before say, can't thank you, Benunum tea, because say big grammar. A showbiz, no here.
Okay. Akudi said Mahama wants to come back to avoid being held responsible for the Airbus scandal. And I'm saying a medical reading. Alex Boating, you think we will allow these boys like Kevin Taylor and other boys insulting everybody to lead this country? Hoodlums to come and lead us. You people made mistakes, bring them. If NPP not good, not NDC. So yes, NPP is here for wine. Dream big say padlocks, okote, sakawa pasta, mokpa. Owusu Kofi, I watch you every day. Okay, that's the Biaocean. Dream big say IGP asked Kofi Boachi to investigate allegations and evidence against his friends like Scammer King or for now. Eric Chase said, why is it that Mahama wants to contest again? because he lost twice, he must give other people chance, please. Prince Balfour said, as for A+, he is there talking anyhow. Dream Big say, I agree, health minister must resign now. Must resign or fire now. Okribo TV say, who told you we want Baumia? Hey, see Bianca say, yeah, the Baumia eba. Dream Big say, Mr. IGP Kofi asks, Makai. Okay, so abusuafo comment dey bi wa ha e be kwaso akenkan mu kwaso FM brana ye free no so na ye to aso with the next one e wo so na ache say wodi wani kopie mu a shaman asemu yaba aba ba ye ka ho asem abrante bi anidi edi kofi a shaman abusuafo video bi e play e wo screen so audio enka ho dey but ufulu a obeti ase abrante anidi edi kofi a shaman eni ni jase wo so pa ko eni ye ko public toilet apa ko eni ye ja woni dia ne fo ye doctrine ko pa ko bi afiri na ne ho atimi ato no wetimi ahome ama ne ho me esisi na o kira wa wie ni obeye nyina o hye ne trouser na ne phone na hye ne back pocket e free ne bottom toilet mu se zurudu na se wo o cross medi wachi because e bia information e kura no wo phone ne so no yira ne ho beti no de ne nsa ewura de mu bra yi twe phone afon yi ntwe okay phone won ba ma menyi mensa oyi ne nsa ne nsenyi watwe ne nsa atwe si kofi ashaman ne nsa enyinti omo so ba public toilet ne so omo so be yo mu yiye ene ne jomo ye so omo kwakoboa no na anka watimi atwe ne nsa e de efie de omo ya anye ye ene nom si okay so omo ntimi nye de a ye mfra manfo e bi ombe wonim de e bibi ati se hu tino moto nsa e de fire service for so mbra embe boa na kofi ashaman ne nsa entimi free toilet mu empie fire service for ba ye techniques bia omo ko ye kire wo omo use wo ho amfa formulas ni nyina omo apply wo ho amfa chese omo solve ya omo nya equation ni ye ene ese o se nye ye dia bia mi ebe ye na ese hu behia si ebeto nsa afre na nanom ene ne gya yekobo ahemfo no mo amane ene ne yi amanfo a etimi gu nsa eyi apaye eba ma yese ne toilet no so de ye begu nsa eyi amamre yi apaye ansa na kofi ashaman ne insanity mi atwe e de free toilet we say won asem we omni say we the fire service wo be ye o ne nsa ho ba bia ni ho etiti ye she entumi anya no chese we mpra di bia ye na mafo say nti we no bibi hyase ana toilet no echinsa wo de won nsa be shem bibi koso ana eden na ensi na awon asem ne say according to information so ha no abrante ya no phone ni shemu no de ne nsa shemu around 12 o'clock ne nsa ni shemu a o mantini ye 4:30 p.m. ansa na nanonum etimi begu nsa abra kofi ashaman ne nsa ap every sebe ejana ni na se ensam de ebi isi we enke ya ka se bi okobo okro no mpo na ne nsa kwahye obi bag mu na akampo a enke ye different ma de ato me fa ma de me fa ade ne mfa me nsa so a amba nana Ghana ensem
ho we no extra is bibi wo wiase na no na me kana the only thing I disagree with Agyapong in terms of this pastor's expose and say bibi ni wiase you can't be a Christian and say bibi ni wiase bibi wo wiase because the Bible itself says we don't wrestle against flesh and blood but against principalities, demons, things we can't see and those things. So clearly it tells us that something is there. Now there's another thing, another angle. I'll take it first in regards to the video in I show on the screen. So the angle is that Ghana for BBA near the spiritual things. What you must say, it's no say it's quick crazy. Because say nananom LGBT eba bejinti nananom buofunti begunsa. That is our belief. You can't take it away from us. Before Christianity, there was traditional religion. There were the gods and then the fetish priests and then the sacrifice and things we used to do. Rituals and so clearly you can't say it's more like a normal, but for this particular thing now in Sema assemblyman for that area Honorable Kwame Osedeng Obeka say they brought fire service could not because you lubricants be or the fire on sanity years of no way to 4 hours Inti enye say bia
30 minutes grab it also.
I didn't happen 12 o'clock.
The 4:30.
4:30. Inti enye say bia omo buy pen anye na omo see meguns. They try their best. And the way I was shot on the screens no. Public toilets now omo yi boy ni sako cable no concrete. Ye ka concrete because me no makwa concrete juma da. Omo ye concrete be say na omo toilet was so omo lay with iron rods. Concrete no so you dem wash him with cement. It you know how can you go and crack it?
Simple.
Anything.
Good.
Yes, that is how serious this thing is because ukasa uko drillia. All drilling no crack bang one nyina be ebe drill. So it became very critical. So when you ye krana do time bi anka say boy ni san ye twa. And I mean one thing I know about public toilet ni say heat wom and I was say shema gogomenia bacteria ni be na onsa na because me start carry onsa no
4 hours.
Good, but the shocking thing was that when they took these boys' hands out, it happened in that way that utie honorable in some kind. It happened in that way. No more fire service. Eh, the ombe yebi omo ntima you almost know. We the omo ye rem kakra. Inti enko fena na nambe kum sape within 1 minute.
Na insane.
And a boy ni yini so yini sa so na ye hwe se ebi aka ne san be ro.
Hwe
anye ne san. Hwe anye ne. Enye se public toilet emu wa. Enye se emu wa o. Enye se ebi emu wa. But hwe anye boy ne san. Nsa wan raw heat na anya ne hwe. Hey,
in same cc work.
In same cc. So you know this one day I will not be a hypocrite and say oh change na we a normal thing and to wada. Okay. Because if fire service ban almost start some drill here, trust me, Ghana ni say fidie na anka. What they will do ni say ombetwa adeni round e wo boy ne nsa. Into mu twa round e wo boy ne nsa. Good, no dey pin to the pia na they will find ways and means and how to good. And no kwa no get na say because iron rods. It one in here we plan. But at the end of the day this is what has happened.
Into no say asam ne de yesi ukobi mu ashama ya amanfo ho no agye omo nsem ehwie gu form say omo sisakura enye ne ebiza amanfo say ntino public toilet no ombeko so no say a ombeko baby eni ho omo nko yesi sabi nsuo fa obakura udwale nsuo unum nsuo udi nsuo na ye waade enyina ntino omo nka say no ntino omo ya nananom say omo nhye de ehu say bibi wo mu o afi no omo ko ebisa akwakwahwe se bra na no ebi ana waye obi bone obi abonidua and obi asamai na my toilet
me those things no in as much as I'm a Christian I believe say we have spiritual things and all of those things. I still believe say nyankopon edi hene but I don't believe in all of this spiritual nonsense. Now we need to look at it from a perspective that is reasonable to man, not to the spiritual realm. It's physically it's high time we transition from this public toilet. Chini Jonas ayo kwa bruche the free toilet ni ade one onso almost afiti mi bi ade we okotena so kra na yo ba mo fa me bone che obenya white because heat
water closet kra wunya
yes heat wa ade we mu no e na ade we kra anya say enka ntete na ye mani abeyi ye mani ehwe ndregum na ekofo na gogomene bacteria na wo mu na onwa esa enyi every engineer themselves. How can we be having a public toilet like this and name him? And can you be at the crank fine? We need to move from this angle. Because AWs in the two monk we in the echo. We in the echo. But look at what is happening.
And him guasie then. Let's say machimota ebede na chimota. Ni esi ewo ashama ina ebusuafo na ni edibe twa to ne. Ni edi twa to ne reteye matesa aba. Yenim se sisi ade LGBT ade a ekoso ye. Ye pese ye emra ebebra gay, lesbian, bisexual ni keke ka ho a omude muchema de be wo se eju omutum because obia ne se ne opese oye ni nipedua obia ne ope wo wiase mu na se Ghana fo ya adwensi engine tum na ebusuafo MPs no ahya ase de ne amako parliament ebusuafo de ye nkɔhwɛ video we embra this particular video ye nhwembra ne ndi hu nkomo
Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Wow. Aww. Family Schmidt. Game is over. Woo!
So, ich bitte euch, jeder ein kleines Fläschchen 6 zu nehmen, ja? Dann noch mal anstoßen, dann Baden an und dann fahrt ihr bitte alle mit uns. Ja, ich hoffe, dass das irgendwie passt. Ja, wir schauen mal. Wir haben Wolfgang, du hättest hier
Colin.
bitte, Foto, Sascha, Foto, kurz, die Kinder, Foto mit den Kindern. Bitte verteilen,
Aber die Maske bitte hin. In my assumption, I policy better to be more the bag of better. Enjoy.
Taba asɛm so na igefo wɔware ya na Collins so ye ware a ɔde ba je sɛ we ya ekosu ayefro emema mienu ɛna ware nyɛ sɛ ɔmo ware a we ne esi wɔ German emontin so baabi a ba ko aka ho a ɛma yɛ ka ho asɛm ne sɛ tuntum na wɔm no ɛyɛ Ghana ni de hye a wɔ no mo na ne din a amanfo bobɔ ko plus ni Facebook page a ɔma ne din ɔse sister Kwabena ntimi minim so de Kwabena but wanya koyɛ ɔba akɔware be man de sister Kwabena congratulations ɔware sɛ mo se Ghana mo di ntumu ɛne ɔmo tu kwan ɔmo amo hɔ no so ɔmo ware nana na ware abem
obi na kan nsem sɛ agye nsem
ne yɛ die
the issue about LGBT, you know, I think say Ghana for first of all, I mean boy nyina yapaso. Not just me, but every person we see in a book say at this time in history, we think we don't want this in our country. Yenka say LGBT for nipa. Yenka say kobo mutu kuomo. Yenka say oba we feature no so pe aduane a memboa no. Yenka say oba onchen so pe futu so person sacha na say obeso oboa na e will be more and once oboa help them how you can. We need to show them love because as Christians, the way we can show people that our religion is pure and good is by showing people love. That's why the Bible says, "Obi your bone krana facture 77 times 7," which mean yes idea. Mean control would do bomb as but you know that is what the Bible says. But the issue about LGBT Ghana facing campaign can say at this time in history we don't need that. Now Dubai. I was reading certain laws about Dubai. When you say Dubai, who do Dubai now kissing in public? I bet you're very returning. The people who go to Dubai the most are Americans. Dubai, no, Oma transition from a country of tourists of oil to a tourism country, a tourism hub. But still, whilst they were growing and becoming great, powerful, they did not live with their values. They didn't leave their values behind. They left with their values. Omo values as Muslims in a part say oba I was so the okata husie. Bema ne oba according to Muslim tradition and once omutina ebom. So they don't call conference any meetings and bigger gatherings e Dubai. Bema ne oba they don't sit at the same place. They are saying say there shouldn't be no nightclubs. They are saying say there should be no kissing in public. They are saying say san nudity ne amafon de omo sha sa say be trumu pants in the manema e bi ni Dubai. You can't do it in public. Sure. Yes, to America for said omo ye gay for near there. They go there, they respect the rules. Okay. Our New York continental they shot at the name New York. Our Las Vegas or Shepard not the now a freedom. But when you reach Dubai, you do what the Dubaians do. Meaning the Dubaians are makamaka. We almost say
Dubai, do what
yes,
the Dubaians do.
But yeah, because when you read Dubai, do what the Dubaians do. It is working. At the internet, Joe Biden obey a president one can say Dubai. Esan say mo allow gay ni nyama. You know say even Dubai cross social media ni ade enyi ni nyina ne ko. WhatsApp ni enyi ni nyina. Hey, the people have made sure say values somebody feed desert ni so a transition they grew up with that values. Omo nyini o mbo nyini nja omo nyansa. Good omo nyini o nyini nja omo nyansa. So it tells you, sir, as people, we need to copy great. You see, if you want to be great, associate yourself with great people. By now, we should be learning from Dubai. Well, Ghana, you say oil, gold, cocoa, the only way which can help Ghana is tourism. One day I'll talk about why tourism can help Ghana. But until now, no. If Dubai has done this, I'm a Joe Biden, be a president, one country, say Dubai, because of this and that, you know, the ma you know, you best sanction. Joe Biden to man because I then Joe Biden why the moment shen or because Ghana for Africans yenjin too because we are vulnerable onim say any powerful onim say yankasa no good onim say we have no option, we are poor. Yes, we are poor. Na ka yen say na otimi ko kache sikeni and a rich country like Dubai pono o share omo economy ne omo GDP na they are better than US. That's the gross domestic product no. Any omo net way near they are better than Americans because Dubai population is so but mu they are rich. I didn't tell Joe Biden ko country omo. Joe Biden himself ko country omo Dubai the whole world Dubai na purchase America for jet more. Omo fighters jets no back here 1 trillion or something. Dubai for net talk omo protect omo because they are surrounded by Kazakhstan, Iran, Iraq, so they are protecting themselves. Only so okasa na Dubai so on town bre because Dubai am to few wa okọ China or Ivory omenyiska
yen Ghana yen beto
na missiles kray will be missiles e to say ade ba se na nansin Israel and Palestinian war Palestine for eto bomber Israel for machine e blast bomb e obi yes so it Ghana no pa the social media is slaking so omu beefy. We don't talk productive things which will help the country.
Politicians and so sell
mo abroche so ambiti ma bo ba Facebook na mo you beef and na man crado e china when unnecessary things ye nim ne dia ka koe no kakra we suan fa be boa they are not, but because we are vulnerable no otimi ka che say yen ye gay owi no aka che say se wan ji gay na ntuma me sanction because coronavirus but no ma is casting cut over sin tini coronavirus by no ma is casting coronavirus by UK SNE is ka tin pa cut over sin America kra no omoti 1 billion ama Ghana Nigeria yen mu be say $50 million. France na say president FAP addressing quotes e ko diska over 7 million to $5 million ni nema euros so sahin. Many Dubai mu na my vaccines. Into know how powerful are you? Yari aba man for e vaccine excess no. Ye dey have ni GB and you thought 300,000 population kakakai 30 million. And you thought 300,000 it's now you thought 500,000 that ben dan be facility the whole people. And you're powerful. That is why you can tell us. So looking at these things no, that is why Americans will institute this. Nevertheless no, send our baby when you go to Rome, you do what the Romans do. That is why in your animal more brutal, almost feel say they've discovered themselves there. There in New York, there in Europe, America, or wherever it is, they feel say they were different things and they feel attracted to the same sex. The law permits is there. And to me, if it permits is there and they want to do it, it's their choice. But say Ghana for no, ready say and also be a share. So in the next 10 years, 50 years, I feel it's okay. You see, I ready, but see, I did to my fine. Because first, certain things were not allowed, like bareback, ni nudity, niema. What am I say? First, polygamy, chill, create me jailu. You see, I said, maybe a normal. Because we've come to get in terms and I come to terms with certain things. You do what you're being to me for, see. But until then, you said that's so shaman for the mere cost, near to go, so you who say you be so good. Ni oil ni hu se be su oil na Ghana ye wo cocoa kra ni timi set cocoa price ni timi develop ye ho no na yare ba broni na be ma yeska sa mo fan ko to edro die and you ka say mo legalize ya
mo so ya mo ni na che say menu ti abusia for and so ye de besi ha say na ato so eda foforo e dia ma pa cha mo na mo bi sa media no betimi follow me on IG. I am Ekuya_Sika. Yes, I am Ekuya_Sika. Before that, no, mami just say, mami can kind comments kakra. Enfa Emma. Obi say, Okribo TV says, stop Baumia. Who is bringing Baumia? And I dream big say, I strongly agree with you, bro. Stop Baumia, my friend. Hey, I'm for Baumia. Marvelous Jokonya essay. What's all about? And I dream big say, Mr. IGP ask Kofi Boachi to Madika Kai and Sharif say, all people can go there but not Ghana. No obi de osi obeto Prince Asamoah obeto private obeto Ghana you was scared beto obi say congratulations to the back men na say comment kakra abano no mi so betimi follow me IG I am a queer _sika.